Is this really a handbag? Could this actually be a watch? And honestly, what the kind of tree is this? Simple questions that you would think have an obvious answer, but they don't. And it all comes down to two basic problems: context and volume. Because although useful, innovative, and quite practical, it makes absolutely no sense for a god to have a handbag as he flies to Earth in a flaming serpent, because he's a god and a handbag is man-made. Now, many people will argue that the handbag is simply symbolic, depicted as a vessel to carry the knowledge the gods dropped on us humans. But that also makes no sense, because ancient Mesopotamia is the one and only place both symbols are depicted together, leaving examples like this one, and this one kinda confusing. Because what's in the bag, how is it floating, and why is this one just randomly hanging in a tree? Which, come to think of it, this actually looks like a tree, whereas this one, not so much. But this definitely looks like a watch. But it can't be that, because that's impossible, right? Well, who knows? Maybe, just maybe, the ancient stories that today we call myths back then were actually reality, and these ancient depictions we see here, and motherfucking here are exactly that. A factual representation of what our ancient ancestors actually saw. And what to them looked like a handbag or a lotus flower was in reality something way more advanced. Which, as fantastic as it may seem, definitely fits the context a lot better, helps us better understand whatever the this thing is, and explains why so many ancient cultures depicted the exact same thing, because you have to ask yourself, honestly, what are the odds of so many ancient cultures spread throughout the known world, separated by thousands of years and miles, not only depicting the exact same thing, but having an identical story to match it? All of that being said, at the end of the day, I just find the whole thing to be super intriguing, because yes, this absolutely looks like a handbag, but why and how would a god coming to Earth for the first time, mind you, have it? And of course, it makes sense to call this a lotus flower because, well, it kind of looks like a lotus flower. But again, lotus flowers are a planet Earth thing, and why would a god be wearing it just like a watch? And well, to call this a tree is just shitballs crazy, because clearly our ancient ancestors knew how to draw a fucking tree. You put all this together and, well, it all looks pretty fucking techie to me. But hey, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. What do you think?